The Rubik's Cube. Do you need to be a genius to solve this? We'll get into that in this episode of R.A.I.L.E.D. Oh, and you can hit the like or subscribe button now. Genius Insomniac, it's Bruce, the coolest nerd you know. Today we're talking about the most popular toy sold since like 1980. I think like 350 million of these things have been sold. But the Rubik's Cube. The question a lot of people have about a Rubik's Cube is, what type of person can solve one? Is it someone with heightened intelligence, crazy mathematical skills, really good looks, a lot of charisma? You have to be the coolest nerd you know in order to solve a Rubik's Cube. None of that is actually required to solve a Rubik's Cube. Sorry, it's not as magical as people think. It's just memorization. You just have to be able to remember a few patterns or algorithms, as we say in the intelligence community. But seriously, anybody can solve a Rubik's Cube. You can solve one. Even that maybe not so bright person that everyone knows, they could probably solve a Rubik's Cube too. And if you don't know a not so bright person, more than likely it's probably, you may have heard about people being able to solve a Rubik's Cube in like 10 seconds or 5 seconds or whatever, but usually those are kids. I mean, they don't really have jobs to go to, so they can spend years practicing before they get those crazy kind of times you've heard of. And yeah, I mean, they're probably good kids, but we're not talking about Einsteins. They don't have 200 plus IQs or anything like that. They have these fast finger tricks that they use, and I mean, honestly, an adult could probably get these kind of crazy times, taking nothing away from the kids, but I mean, being over 25 and solving a Rubik's Cube in under 5 seconds, that's about as useful as being able to hold your breath for 25 minutes. Okay, think about it. If you want a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean, everyone goes down in the water and you can hold your breath for 25 minutes. The only difference between you and the other passengers is that you get to die alone. Quietly. After everyone else. It is kind of crazy watching people solve the cube blindfolded and with one hand, practicing for adulthood, I guess. But honestly, it doesn't take any kind of crazy intelligence or super brain power or math skills in order to solve a Rubik's Cube. It's just a nice little brain exercise, doing patterns over and over again. To show you that anyone can solve a Rubik's Cube and there's no weird sorcery or anything like that, I will solve a scrambled Rubik's Cube and kind of explain a little bit about what I'm doing along the way. I'm not doing this for speed or anything, just to kind of give you an idea of what's going on when someone's actually solving the cube. This is what the cube will look like when it's all finished. This is a Walmart Rubik's Cube. I'll hold it up so you can see it. It's a Walmart Rubik's Cube, regular Rubik brand. The guy who actually designed it, that's his logo. And here is what's called a speed cube. This cube spins a lot better than the Walmart brand. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give away 3 of these. 3. I'm actually going to give away 3 of these. All you have to do is leave a comment on the video and I will pick 3 random comments and I will give away 3 of these speed cubes, which actually have the directions in the packaging on how to actually solve a Rubik's Cube. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and solve one. Like I said, I'm not going for super time. I'm not this crazy super cube or anything like that. So we're gonna start off with the white side, which we know it's the white side because it's white in the middle. Like that's the blue side, there's the red, there's the green, the orange, and the yellow. The first thing we wanna do is I wanna make a white cross, but I want to make sure that whatever side the middle is, I want my white cross to have blue here, red here, green here, and orange here. So these are not like the patterns and algorithms I was talking about just yet. This is like the only time that the cube is kind of intuitive, that you would move it in ways that you think that you need to get the pieces there. So we're gonna solve this just to get, like I said, the white cross. That's all we're looking for right now. Nothing spectacular. Look, there's my orange, there's my blue. So we'll get the green where it needs to be, which it needs to be right here. So we'll move this here, we'll move that there, we'll move that. Now we have the green in place. We're solving this white cross. Now we just need the red one in place, which actually I can just turn it that way. And there is the red. So, see, we have the white cross. Now we need to get the white corners. I'll show you there. We need to get these white corners. So, I actually like to solve mine with the white facing down. And I need to get this orange and green here. It needs to be right there. So using that algorithm, look at that, it's already in place. It's not magic, it's just algorithms. You don't have to be a genius to do it. All you have to do is be able to memorize the algorithms that place the pieces where they need to go. That's all I'm doing. Not magic. Yeah, I'm doing it quickly. I mean, if people want me to do an actual how to solve the Rubik's Cube video, I mean, I can do it. So now I have, look, all of these are white on the bottom. These are all the same color on the bottom. We know they're on the right side because they're the same color in the middle here. So now I'm gonna solve the edges. You see how we haven't taken that much time in order to get this far into solving it. And so in this situation here, I need to get this green over here because the orange goes on this side. So we'll do this here. And now it's right there. Like I said, it's not rocket science. It's just memorizing how these things work. Oops, it's nothing special. Nothing special at all. And me talking, I'm almost throwing myself off, but I still haven't made any major mistake just yet. And so look at this. I've already got the bottom two layers done, as you can see. Now I'm gonna make the top yellow, so I'm gonna turn it this way. I'm sure there's probably some super cuber out there that says, hey, I can do it faster, and you're absolutely right, because like I said, I'm not a master cuber at all. So let me do that. That puts this here. You are. And I only have to do that one more time. The next time I do this, all of these are gonna be yellow up top. So U, and R. Look at that, they're yellow on top. Sides are the two layers on the sides are done. Now I just have to solve these ones around the top. I'm gonna turn this blue on this side. We're getting very close. So at this point, I should tell you that as long as you have good memorization of this, you can do this at parties. I mean, it's, some people are gonna be impressed for like 2 seconds, and most people won't really give a damn. So, and almost, look at this. So we have the orange, oops, I'm sorry. The orange is in place, the yellow, the white, the green is almost solved. The blue needs to go here, the red needs to go here, and the green needs to go here. So I'm gonna do my last little algorithm, which is one that sends these pieces counterclockwise. So I'll do this, boom, 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 and the cube is solved. It's not rocket science, it's memorization. So, if you like this video, make sure you assault the like button, subscribe down below. Make sure you leave comments on YouTube. I'm gonna give away 3 of these speed cubes with the instructions in them. First time you do it, it'll probably take you about 20 minutes to follow the directions. After that, you can practice it. You'll be able to do one in a couple minutes. So, make sure to add me a Snapchat and Instagram at BZBet, Twitter at TweetInsomniac. All those links are below in the description. As always, I'm Bruce, the coolest nerd you know.